Alabama. The reason I put top 25 struggles up here, and the reason I put this up here, it was strictly for Alabama game. I put up here for those that are watching the video experience. I put this up here because I wanted y'all to see the score, the quarter by quarter score of this Alabama South Florida game. 7-3, 14-6 at halftime. Alabama's up 14-13 at the end of the third quarter. 14-13 at the end of the third quarter. And then they were down 16-14 in the fourth quarter. And then they decided to score 28 straight points.
Nick Saban was over there, and he looked like...
Yeah, he looked at like, oh, that's how y'all going to be?
Nah, he ain't look like that. He looked like, y'all better fix my shit. I'm here. I can see y'all. I can see you. And Jalen Milroe figured out how to play enough quarterback. But yeah, these Alabama,
he figured out how to throw it.
You better get it together. Like Milroe, you got to get it together. Nobody else other than the offensive line got to block too. But you need to get rid of the ball. Because that 17-year-old kid is good.
He's amazing. He'll be the best freshman receiver if it wasn't for the kid at Ohio State.
He might be the best receiver on some of these NFL teams. We'll talk about that later. Patriots for sure. Who the Patriots got is better than him. But y'all almost lost this game. This today should have been a rough day of practice for y'all.
South Florida looked
y'all
like
need
Florida State.
Now I will tell you, South Florida did look very well coached and prepared. And
just like last year.
Talk a lot of trash, but to consistently prepare and play that tough against a tough Alabama team, when you got other people complaining about Dylan Raiola, oh yeah. Yeah,
it was tough.
Yeah, that's Colorado. That's what you needed. You should have got Bama.
So then we talked about Notre Dame and Northern Illinois, that win or that loss, depending on what side you're on.
Yeah,
but y'all got to look at Oregon now. Dan Lanning and Oregon, Penn State doing what Penn State does. We'll get there. They barely beat Bowling Green, and they should have lost. But that's what we expect from Penn State. Oregon was supposed to challenge Ohio State for the Big Ten championship. They still might do it. Y'all barely beat Boise State. And when I say y'all barely beat Boise State, y'all barely beat Boise State. And Boise State has I don't know, he might be 5'7", 5'8", but they got a great running back. He had 200 yards rushing again.
Genty. For 2024 season stats, y'all, listen with your good ears. 45 carries, 459 yards, 9 touchdowns, 10.2 yards per carry.
In 2 games. He's got 12 games to go. 10 games to go at least.
Let me tell you. Now,
that's 2,000.
Say what you want to about everything else. He's a man. He's a problem. And it ain't a lot you can do. Like, that's the reason I got here on my notes. Oregon, y'all got caught slipping. Y'all got lucky. Dan Lanning, you need to have a sit down with them boys and say, hey, man.
Is it
we
luck?
Can't. I don't know, because I think that kid from Boise is that good. I do think that he's that.
What do you think about Idaho? They barely beat Idaho last week.
All right. That didn't even register with me.
That's why I said, was it luck?
Now that you can't have happen. But that kid is gonna ruin a lot of people's days.
Yeah,
you're right. They only beat Idaho by 10. I mean,
and it was close. Look at the breakdown of quarter by quarter scoring.
Hey Dan, maybe y'all playing for clicks too. You talked all that shit last year. Sound real good, Dan. Sound real good last year, Dan. I don't know if it's gonna sound as good this year though.
And you know, us blacks don't forget. We might criticize our own, but we don't forget now.
Dion somewhere waiting on EA. If you going down,
I waiting on you at the door.
Yo, yeah. If I'm finna go down in the blaze of glory, hey, burn up too. Burn out, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that 100. See, me and Norwood were born in the same month, almost same week. We both believe if I got to go down in a blaze of glory, we all going, bro. Nope. Y'all not. I am not a sacrificial
General
lamb.
Sherman, I'll burn this whole motherfucking thing down while you playing. Penn State, y'all almost lost. I mean, y'all
should have lost.
Earned a loss.
Y'all should have lost.
James Franklin, let me tell you, and I know you know it, but I need to remind you, you are black. You lose, you'll be fired.
Not saying he's not almost black. No, not saying that.
No.
But the reason I say, think about who he replaced.
Cool. They have forgotten about him now. You served your purpose. Do. All they needed was to put enough space between him
and
the new guy. Yeah. Now you can be replaced. And if you walk into that place thinking that you can't be replaced, you're a damn fool. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Your equity might have.
You gotta think your competition has. Say what you want to, and maybe you should have done it. They cheated and won a championship. Ohio State.
Did you say maybe you should have cheated? You ain't cheating. You ain't trying.
Hey, shit. You rather cheat and get a championship and be comfortable, or not have one and be on the hot seat because your ass is on a hot seat. And then also the only other team, Ryan Day. If he don't win, I think that they gonna get him on out of there.
So Penn State, though, I mean, they don't have the hardest schedule. They play Kent State, Illinois, UCLA. Then they play at USC, at Wisconsin, at home versus Ohio State, Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, Maryland. I see 2 losses.
Mm-hmm. And that 2 losses is going to get you out of there.
No, in a 12-team playoff? In the Big Ten? There ain't no Pac-12. It's Pac-2. Ain't no Pac-12.
Yep. Okay, so you think Ohio State goes. You would assume that USC beats Penn State, so they go. I mean,
Oregon, Michigan already out. They're gonna lose They're gonna lose to Ohio State. They should lose to Ohio State. We don't know, but they should lose to Ohio State.
I mean, I guess you would get in there, but even if you get in there, there's a high probability you getting embarrassed early.
Don't matter.
It's gonna do you no better. Yes, it does.
Yeah, dude.
If you make it to the playoffs and lose, if you lose in round 1 in bad fashion, then they're not gonna be like, oh, well, you made it to the playoffs. Well, yeah, 12 teams made it. Congratulations.
Nah,
it's a low bar. That's a bar in hell.
Is it? They ain't never made no playoff.
Yeah, but you expanded it to where everybody makes the playoffs now. Getting there is no longer that.
You said everybody makes the playoffs. Everybody don't make the playoffs. We about to get a half of an ACC team. A half of one. We ain't about to get a whole ACC team. We either gonna get
they
Miami
definitely a compilation.
Or nobody.
They gonna get a compilation. Can we get a couple players from here, a couple players from Clemson, and we just gonna make it like an all conference.
ACC all conference team versus Alabama and get steamrolled 100-0. If y'all send an all-star team to get beat by Alabama 100-0, you need to dissolve. Y'all in the Pac-2 need to just join together and put y'all headquarters in Youngstown, Ohio.
That might need to be the new model for a lot of y'all. It's just sending a whole conference. Everybody just like at the end of the season, you have your little all-star game and you play against other all-stars. That's what y'all need to do. That y'all can
East versus West, the Georgia-Florida Classic, South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So other teams, Baylor and Utah, Cam Rising got hurt again, and they didn't do nothing after he got hurt. They scored 17 points and did nothing else. Oklahoma State, Bacon Bits. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Utah, they say that his injury is not, how coaches say, but nothing to be concerned about, which sounds like he would play this week and going forward. That's good because their offense shut off when he was gone. When he was
complete shut off. I mean, they cut off the valve at the street. It wasn't nothing coming out the faucet.
Hey, the faucet, bro. Yeah, we had to cut the water off. Oklahoma.
Y'all gonna get stomped by Texas.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all go back and listen to the pod from last year. I told you, Brett Venables, I did not trust you. I didn't. I just no.
Well, he lost his quarterback too, though. Quarterback went to Oregon.
Okay. Not my problem. You Oklahoma, bro.
SEC schedule yet?
And this 16 versus not good Houston team is embarrassing.
Houston just got beat by they got beat by an FCS team, I think.
Yeah, you tricked me last year, and I didn't feel comfortable going into this season. I was like, I really don't like him, but they played well enough last year that if I don't think that they're gonna do okay, then I just feel like a hater. Nope. Sometimes you gotta trust your gut. My gut told me you was trash. You in fact trash, and Texas gonna tear your ass up.
They are. Arkansas and Oklahoma State.
Ooh, it's a shootout.
You didn't watch this game, huh?
Yes, I did.
I don't believe in Oklahoma State because they should have lost this game.
I agree.
Arkansas gave them this game.
That's what Arkansas does.
Became Arkansas and gave them this game. I'm talking about silver platter with the silver spoon and tucked the napkin in their shirt and said, here's some bacon. It's all world. You can have it.
And this is the thing, though.
Shout out to
everybody. You have, like DMX says, I trust people to be themselves. Both of these teams were themselves. I looked at Arkansas like, come on now. Y'all got a big lead here. It ain't no way that you lose this. But in my heart of hearts, what did I know? They're going to trick it off. They're going to trick it off as soon as they get a chance. And sure enough, it was tricked off. Now, Oklahoma State, I got right here.
Bro. It was 31-13.
Just like I have here, Oklahoma, you are who I thought you were. Next to Oklahoma State, y'all ain't going to make it. Nope. Will not make it to the promised land. You going to lose soon and very soon. Don't worry about it. Get comfortable. Yeah.
Who they going to lose to? Nebraska? They in the Big 12, right? Ain't nobody in the Big 12. They going to lose to Utah?
We can look.
Yeah,
Oklahoma football schedule 2024. Let's look and see where y'all get to lose.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Oklahoma State. Arkansas, you won. They play Tulsa. You should win. Lose to Utah. Kansas State, tricky. West Virginia, tricky. BYU, just be SMU. Number one, watch them. Arizona State, Baylor, TCU, Texas Tech, Colorado. You probably lose 2 or 3 more games. You probably lose to BYU, probably lose to Arizona State, and maybe Baylor.
Which goes TCU back to what I said in the whole prediction about the Big 12 when we talked about this. We don't know who about to win this conference, to be honest. We know who not about to win Colorado. But we don't know who else is going to win
it. Alliance. This is the alliance. This is the reason that we had that stupid super conference in the first place, because the rest of y'all can't put together more than one competitive team.
Look at Kansas State. Kansas State, another team. Y'all should have lost to Tulane.
Scam. You needed 14 points in the final quarter to beat Tulane. Scam. Tulane ain't been good since Sean King. Scam.
No, they just beat USC and Caleb Williams in the bowl game when they were 11-1.
It was Caleb Williams and nobody else.
No, the whole team played. The whole team played for USC that game, and they got smoked by Tulane. It might have been the New Orleans Bowl. Then you also had Kansas and Illinois, 23-17. Don't care about that. Georgia Tech. You are who we thought you were.
No, who I told you were. We was picking games. Everybody was like, once again, I had people hop on the Georgia Tech train. Oh, man, they're going to be good this year. No, Georgia Tech is exactly who they've been for the last 35 years, 38 years of my life. That's it. They're not going to be good. They won one game against a team that stinks, and that's it. These kids are smart. That's it.
Now, shout out to Syracuse and Fran Brown. He had the quote of the day, I think, this week. He said, man, I need to send Ryan Day a fruit basket and thank him for Kyle McCord because he has been playing really well at Syracuse.
Look like a world beater. And you know what's messed up is you know how you're familiar with somebody, but you're not familiar. And I was like, I know this name. I know it. And then after a while, I was like, oh, that's the kid that was playing at Ohio State last year. And now this is the thing. Congratulations on finding a home. I love when people find the places they're supposed to be. But you were still hot bags of trash with Marvin Harrison Jr. last year. So I can't do nothing other than say I'm happy for you now. I'm happy that happened to you.
You are king of the backhanded compliment. But yeah,
I'm not finna forget what happened last year. I'm nobody's fool.
Wait, hold on. What should they do? Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Be in for it.